Welcome to Rome. In the years after the Caligula, Seneca is sat at his desk with a candle burning low, writing a letter to his older brother, Novatus. And the subject of his letter? It's anger. He has just lived through an emperor whose name has become a byword for cruelty. He was a man who proved just what happens when someone in total power has no brakes over their temper. So Seneca decided to write what was probably the most detailed study on anger that the ancient world has ever produced. 3 total books of it. He called anger the ugliest and most frenzied of the passions. It is the one emotion that makes a man, even just for a moment, look like a complete fool, a child, an animal, someone that doesn't know any better. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Were the words of Seneca. And although he understood anger very well, unfortunately, it was never enough. When he became an advisor of the next emperor, Nero, that is where it met his end. All that understanding still could not tame the rage of that man, because in the end, that same emperor ordered him to open his veins. I imagine you want an advisor of an emperor. So in your case, what is it? Is it a message that lands wrong? Is it a tone in somebody's voice? Is it another person that cuts you up in traffic on the road that you use every single day to get to work? Something in you, before you know it, takes over. And all of a sudden you've said the thing, you've smacked the thing, you've slammed the thing, or fired off some sort of reply that you later look at and just cringe at. Not to mention the awkward part afterwards, the apologies, the silences, the very thing you caused that you now have to face because of that one moment, just that one singular moment that got there just a little bit too fast. Seneca's approach to handling anger was based on one main fact really, and it's that anger is fast. It acts like this. When something happens, your first immediate thought or action more than likely goes to reaction. And if something's fast, you can't wish for yourself to be slower. You just simply have to keep up. So what do? How do we bridge that gap from acting out in anger and regretting our foolish decisions and actions later to actually be able to do something about it in the moment? For the first thing, you have to be physical, but not in that way. Physical in a way where you remove yourself from thinking in that particular situation. The very moment you feel it rise, the heat, the tension, the little story you're making up in your head right now that somebody wronged you and how you deserve something different in your life, you get up, you get away from that area or get out of that room, get yourself a drink of water, splash cold water onto your face, go do 10 push-ups for all I care, and do something that requires you to get up and move elsewhere or further away from where you are. Because that is the exact thing Seneca was talking about. Delay is not weakness. It is the only moment where you still have a vote. So next time you feel like that, before you do or say absolutely anything, if you feel yourself bottling up, just do one of those things. It's gonna take 5, 10, 15 seconds tops. And more often than not, that's all it takes for that initial tension to lower. And it makes it that much easier to control yourself within a situation. Because that initial surge is the strongest. If you can control that, it'll be that much easier to control everything else. I'm not gonna say that's the magic answer to all of this. You still have to learn and practice controlling this. You still have to stop from acting like a fool, from lashing out and being childish. That's still on you. You still have to focus on those things. But that pause, that initial break, is gonna make a massive difference going forward. I myself used to be childish as well. I would lash out in anger. I would say things to other people that I did not want to say. There were times where I would punish myself physically. This was many years ago, mind you. But I did do those things, and I regret every single one of them. I wish I never did. I wish I just took my time. I wish I had an outsource for my anger elsewhere. But instead, I always chose the thing that's right there in front of me. When in reality, it is so easy to control. It's just a matter of whether we want to or not. Because all those bruises I left myself those years ago, they're gone now, but I still remember. They're always going to remain up there. They may be physically gone, but mentally, I have a feeling I'm going to remember them for a very long time. And I wish I knew and I understood that just something so simple would have avoided so much hurt in the long run. The second thing you can do is to prepare yourself for next time. And it's not like you can just pack lunch for later because you know you're going to be out and you're not going to have a chance to cook for yourself. It's not in that sense, we just have a goodie bag ready. It's preparing yourself mentally for next time something like that happens. For next time somebody says something very specific. For next time you do get cut off in traffic. For next time someone at work makes a comment about how you look. Next time those things happen, that is what we're looking for here, is preventing it before we even get to that stage in the first place. Seneca ended his evenings the exact same way we opened this video. Sitting at his desk, writing, journaling, reflecting back on what he did, but more specifically, where he lost. Because all those moments of weakness, all those moments where he lost it, those are the most important moments for controlling your anger. This is not to punish yourself or to make fun of yourself or to hurt yourself just the way I did. This is to understand yourself. Where you're going wrong. Where did you let it win? It's reflection. Because if you understand where the patterns are, if you understand when it occurs, and the more conscious you become of it, the easier it is to control later on down the line. Because a man who never reviews his losses is bound to keep making them again. I imagine you may not fancy journaling, which is fair enough, it's not for everybody. So tonight, just find a couple of minutes, just have a sit down and think in complete silence about the last moment you lost your temper. Whether it's today, yesterday, last week, I don't care. I want you to think about that moment. Think about it, say it out loud, name it, keep thinking about it, become conscious of why and the exact moment it happened. Because if you drill it into your head that that's what happened, and you actually feel bad about it, and you actually feel remorse about how you behaved, that's going to plant into your mind. And next time that moment occurs, there's a chance, I'm not saying it will do, but there's a chance that the way you're feeling right now is going to hit you, and you're going to think twice before lashing out. In the moment, anger feels like strength. It makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like you've got the situation under control. It makes you feel like the person that everybody's all of a sudden listening to. But it's actually the exact opposite, isn't it? And you know this, because a man who's enraged is not in command of the room. Because if you know which buttons to push, well then you know just exactly how to control him. The man who knows how to control himself doesn't allow to be controlled by other people. He chooses what he does. He chooses how he behaves, how he reacts, where he goes. A person that's driven by anger only needs certain cues in order to be controlled. Do not allow your own emotions to be the gateway for somebody else to control you and what it is that you do. You're better than that. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. It was a tough one today. It was a tough topic to talk about, and it's not something I've actually mentioned before, so it was also difficult for me too. So I hope we can learn together and grow together. And if you enjoyed this type of video, I'm gonna leave another one on the screen just up here for you right now for you to enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you there. And if not, I'll see you around. Bye-bye now.